Well, good morning. Today we're heading just about really an hour and 20 minutes north on the east coast of Florida from Jonathan Dickinson State Park to Sebastian's Inlet. And we were able to book both of these sites just a little over a week ago. The thing that's different about our trip today, we're not going on interstate. We're going to stay on Highway 1 on the coast, and we're going to take the scenic route to get there.
It might take us longer then. It might stop.
Oh yeah, it'll give us the opportunity to see things to stop.
Here we are.
Sebastian Inlet State Park.
You've arrived.
You've arrived.
Camper registration for 2 miles.
Oh, crap.
Not where we wanted to go, huh? Okay, now we made it to Sebastian Inlet State Park. This is supposed to be where the campground is.
Thought it was right on the water.
Well, we're on a point, so it kind of is.
Oh, okay. Caution, speed bump ahead. Service road. Away we go. Camper registration. I think you pull it. I don't know. I don't know if you go in. It's kind of hard to know anymore. So Owen's going to walk in and try to register. The last couple of places that we've actually been to, you have to go inside. So I'm assuming this might be the same way.
Can't check in until 1, but they'll let us come through and park and explore the park. And we only have, what, an hour and a half to kill.
Yeah, it'll be
We'll
good.
be all right with that.
Well, at least they're going to let us in.
That is right. Okay, this may make me want to go fishing now. So that's a neat thing about being here too, is see someone catching fish, and then we just saw a dolphin just nosedive straight down. We haven't seen him come back up yet. So the campground at Sebastian Inlet only has 51 sites, and it is a very, very popular campground and very difficult to get into. So we were really excited when we were able to book 2 nights here in the same site, just as probably someone canceled just as we went on. But we're in site number 2, which is one of the better sites because we're right on the water. So we dropped the trailer here, we parked the van across the site instead of down the site. This is a 30-foot site, and then you can already start to see what we're seeing from the other side of the van here. We're right on the Sebastian Inlet. And there's the view from under the awning. So this is home for the next 2 nights, and then that'll be it for the 2021 Florida trip. Many of you have asked about how we book these sites, and you've been trying to get them, and you're booking 7 and 8 months out in advance. But when you try to do that, you learn pretty quickly that it books up really far in advance, and people don't cancel that far in advance. But what they do is cancel about a week out. So if they're supposed to be here for a week, they may cancel last week. But all we did was go out and look to see what was available. Many times nothing was available. And then one morning late last week, 2 nights opened up in this spot. We booked it immediately. We didn't even talk about it. We knew what we were going to do. We pulled the trigger, booked it, and We have one of the best sites we've had this entire trip, and we booked it in less than 7 days ago. So either book at midnight on the day you want to come, or play the cancellation game. I got to get busy because we're going to go have some fun. Well, it's either get out on the boats or take the bikes. It was pretty hard to get into this site, so the choice for today, we're going to go explore what's here on the bike. There's our van.
So our bike ride today is right beside the inlet, and it is awesome.
This makes you smile here. All the wildlife and this bike trail right beside of the water. And there is some road noise, but it is perfect, perfect, perfect.
No shells on this beach.
None at all?
Clean beach, look at that.
Blast. Now let's go check on Maggie. We set up everything for her to stay in the back. She was in the front, but I think after a while she got smart enough to move to the back where it's got to be cooler. Yep, she came out of the back.
Did you find the back?
You find your place. Hey, hey. Oh baby, it's really cool in here. It's really cool. You want to get your treat now? You want to show us where you stayed? Where did you stay? Oh, you stayed there?
Where?
Up on the ottoman. Was that your spot? Awesome, little lady, awesome. Gonna get your treat over here? Okay.
Take it outside.
Had the air going, and we had her bed down here, and we had her ottoman set up, and we had a fan on high right there. And I guess that's where she finally figured out was the coolest spot. And it is good and cooling. It's really cool in here. Now up front, on the other side of these curtains, it's 100 degrees up here. It's really, really hot. But back here in the living area, it's good and cool.
So we're right across from the inlet, and we came down here and was sitting here watching the water, and Maggie wanted to come down, so Owen had to go up there and get her. What do you think, Maggie? Look at this.
That was a fish.
Did you hear it?
Man.
That's what Maggie sees.
You're welcome. I love you too. This is cool.
Is it fun, Maggie?
See in it, Maggie. If it wasn't for the bugs, this would be perfect. When
Are you getting bit?
Look at that, Mommy. That'd be a good picture.
She always tries.
So what is there to do here at Sebastian Inlet? Well, there's a lot of water. We can get out on the kayaks, you can go fishing. You can take your bike out and explore like we did this afternoon. You can walk over to the beach. You can walk under the bridge and enjoy that. Or you can take your little pup dog for her nightly walk to do her business out by the inlet and get to see, you can see my sunglasses, the sun going down over the inlet. Beautiful place, palm trees, 70 degrees outside. It's just paradise if that's the kind of thing you like. You know, if you're wanting rides and parks and Mickey Mouse and stuff, then this is about as far from that as you can get. But for Lynn and I, we want it to be quiet and peaceful and just talk to a few people and keep to ourselves. And this is it. This is by far the best park we've been to in 2021 for this trip, and maybe ever in Florida. If you get a chance, it's impossible to get in here, but if you luck into a spot like we did, no matter what you have to change, you need to come here. So there's one right here too. Here's one here. Yep. And that was one just blowing just a moment ago.
Other than that, we don't really know. You have little
See the nose? Yep. Look how shallow these manatees are. Just right up against the edge. There's another one.
Artie and Joe.
Artie says, wait a minute.
Is that what that was? A manatee fart? They're really shallow water. And if you don't mind swatting the no-see-ums, you can stop and look at manatee right here at the very edge of the shore, eating the grass that's growing here. It's a treasure here, and I'm not sure little kids would like it. I'm a big kid. Big kids like it a lot. That sound was a pelican dive bombing the water right next to me. Pretty cool. I'm out here watching the sun go down, which is also pretty cool. Hope you've had a good day. We have for sure. It's been a happy dance kind of day for us.
We woke up this morning at Sebastian's Inlet, and we were excited about having another beautiful day like we did yesterday.
Yeah.
But if you look out the window,
It's raining here today.
no.
We were supposed to get an hour of rain here as of last night. We thought it was going to rain for an hour. But then, I don't know, now all of a sudden, it looks like it's going to rain off and on most of the afternoon. So, we've been weighing our options. And there was a time that we did this in Oregon and put it on camera, and it was one of our most favorite episodes. So we thought we would let you see how we go through a decision process. I'm betting that before we finish talking that whatever Lynn wants to do is what we're going to do, but I think there's 3 or 4 options for how we're going to do this. So from this point on, we're just going to talk to each other, and you guys can watch us make this decision as to whether we stay here today in the rain or we head on home. So before we do this, we want to try to level set. We're almost 10 hours away from home right now. We thought we were going to get up tomorrow morning on a Thursday and drive the entire 10 hours. So we were going to leave at about 5 o'clock in the morning. That kind of puts some spice on this conversation that we're having. Okay. All right, so option number 1
Is do like we
planned.
Right.
Just don't let the weather change us at all. And then
But it does change us because, I mean, you know, you're going to be
we've already
sitting
put the
inside.
room up outside. We've already put the chairs up. The griddle's put up. everything, and we didn't want that to get wet and get stored wet, so we did the right thing there.
Yeah.
So that's option one.
Right, and it's still option one.
It is.
You can still get the chairs out, just not the room.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, the bugs are horrific right now.
No seeing.
Anyway, we're digressing. So that's option one. Option two is stay here until 1 o'clock tomorrow and make the most of our time here. Drive halfway tomorrow.
Isn't that
And
what we
then-
just said?
No, option one is getting up early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Option two is leaving
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock or 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow and having all day here tomorrow.
And drive half.
This
half
is your
ways.
favorite park we've ever stayed at in Florida.
This is really, really nice. But, I mean, one of the things that I love about it is the water
Right.
and being able to...
And with 20-mile-an-hour winds and storms,
we're
we're not
gonna
going to get on the water.
So, and,
Okay.
and it's probably a really good chance it's not going to happen.
So I'm going to
today.
throw option two away right now, okay? I
Okay.
don't think that's one we're going to do.
Okay.
Option three is we find something to do here that we can do in the rain or in the wind, maybe
Just
a
go
hike,
check
or
out.
go check out the place and
Yeah.
drive around.
See
Come
what
back
we
here about 5 o'clock or so and hook up to the trailer and maybe put in 4 hours tonight and make it to the Georgia line or
can-
something.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. And then option four is
Leave right now.
it's friggin' raining right now. Let's just go ahead and hook up the trailer and put in 7 hours today. Or, you know us, if we start driving today, we're going to sleep in our bed tonight at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I'll throw the last one out. I don't think we should, I don't know. I don't think we should leave right now, do you? As it starts to rain even harder.
As it starts to rain even harder, I know. It's like, I don't know. So I think we either get up early in the morning, leave right now, or leave at 5.
Okay, so leave at 5. 5 is this afternoon, 5 in the morning, or leave right now.
So what?
Okay, I'm going to throw away 5 in the morning. If it's
Okay.
going to rain and be stormy, I don't see any reason to. All we're going to do by spending the night here is once it gets dark and the bugs come out, we're going to come in the van.
Yeah.
That could be at a Cracker Barrel just as easily as it could be here, and we still have enjoyed the park. So I'll
Right.
throw that one away. So what's left is leave right now and probably drive all the way home today on a Wednesday, or stay here and try to enjoy the park a little and leave at 5 tonight, this afternoon. So you get to throw one away now, and which means
I
you get to
make-
decide.
I get the deciding factor. That's
It's
not
raining
really
even
fair.
harder.
I don't know. I don't really want to hook up in the rain, but you got a raincoat.
I do. It's right down here.
I don't know. That's a hard decision. You knew how long it was going to rain.
It's
Which-
supposed to stop raining by 2:30 today, and then just be small chances of pockets of rain coming through. So we can probably not have rain all day long,
Yeah.
but we're going to have this more hours than not today. So.
Raining in a little bit. I have to close this window. But I guess what I think is maybe we drive over the bridge, see what's over there, and then come back and maybe hook up and go ahead and leave.
And if we find something we want to do
Right.
across the bridge, then so then we're going to do a variation of
Right.
5 o'clock.
Right.
If we find something fun and it's 7 o'clock tonight, we're good.
Right.
If we don't find anything fun today and we just make the decision there's nothing really to do right now,
In
we
the
come
rain,
back,
yeah.
hook up the trailer, and Bob's your uncle. We're driving at least halfway home tonight.
Is that okay with you?
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
That's awesome. Okay, so there you have it. That's how we make a decision. And we usually make decisions at the spur of the moment. We got this campground by making a spur of the moment decision just like this. We found out that we had to wait another week to go home to go put our van in the shop. We sat down just like this and looked at what was available, and within 30 minutes we planned the next 8 days. 2 of those days were here. And I can guarantee you that when we come back to Florida, we will stay here at Sebastian Inlet more than just 2 days,
Yeah.
2 nights. This is a 5-night kind of place for us, I think.
Yeah.
That way, if you get bad weather, you've got some leeway to
Yeah.
be able to
I agree with
work
that.
in fun. Because there's a lot to do here. There's water, there's wildlife, there's
Bike
a river,
trails.
there's bike trails, there's hiking.
Beach.
There's historic things here that we could go do. If it were not during COVID, there are museums with buried treasure that's been found here. There's all kind of things to do here. That it's one of the most unique state parks. As it starts to rain really, really hard, I have to go outside and disconnect the electricity. We'll just sit here and drink a cup of coffee and wait. All right. What's Maggie doing? Maggie, what do you want to do today? It's raining. You don't like to go out in the rain, do you?
So it quit raining. Let me show you what it looks like out here. It rained pretty hard for a while. A lot of standing water on the road right in front of us. But it's beautiful out here. I'm glad we decided to stay part of the day. Hopefully it won't rain anymore. And if it does, then maybe it won't rain for long. What do you think?
I think we should take our shoes off and go running through that mud puddle there.
Okay, let's do it. So here's the view from our back door. I think this is a good way to sit out here and look at the water. Who needs a room? All but that power pedestal.
This is a pretty good little spot to sit here, isn't it?
It is.
It is. If the bugs don't get bad.
Yeah.
We have the option of moving this little lounge area back a little bit and then closing the back screen and just using the screen door on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a lot of work for two lazy people who are just sitting here drinking their second cup of coffee this morning, which is now, well, it's still morning. We told you before we were trying to make a decision about what to do, and we're going to try to find a place to just sit and watch the water for a little bit. And
This is it.
we haven't even moved. Do have water in though, so that's a good thing. One of the things I learned from being a musician is how to coil up cables. Works the same way with hoses. You should be able to just flick them out.
Look at that. It's a good place to have your morning coffee.
We're going to drive over that bridge and see what's over there.
Guy's cleaning his fish, while the pelicans are waiting for traps. He's also feeding these little guys up here that keeps waiting their turn to get a few scraps. Pretty awesome.
Decision, don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just that one stop there. Then went in and did her published tour and got everything in there. And
I saw one of our subscribers, Robin.
Thanks
for stopping me and saying you appreciate our videos. I really appreciate that.
That's really cool. Yeah. She went in to get fresh fried chicken strips so that we could have something to snack on as we drive. But she came back with those and something else. Fried shrimpies. And these suckers, Mama Publix can cook. I'm just telling you, we don't have one in our town, but I love this stuff so much that I would almost move to a city that has a Publix now because we're addicted to Mama Publix cooking.
We are. There you go. Gonna do the happy dance on Mama Publix?
Shrimpies. Also making a couple of cups of coffee, mugs of coffee, because it's cold and because I think we're trying to make the 9 to 10 hour trip home in one day. We'll see if we make it. Okay, we've made it into Georgia and we're getting more diesel for the van, but I am also fetching my brown pants, actually my long pants and my long sleeve shirt. It is now in the 50s. After about a month and a half of it being in the upper 80s, it feels cold as crap here, but I guess that's okay. Maybe it won't be much colder than this at home.